Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at Etrailer, and today we are looking at our Bulldog Winch booster cable set that's clamp to clamp and ideal for work trucks here at Etrailer. It happens every now and then, your battery might die and you're caught in a sticky situation where you need a boost or a jump. So with these heavy duty jumper cables, even if you have an extra large work truck or just a normal car but you want a premium cable that works well and gets you the power you need, you may want to have these in your truck. These cables come in a case, which is great because then you don't have to store them in your spare tire case, or you don't have to worry about them accidentally getting leaked on. With this, you just open up those clasps and you have your cable set right inside. Inside, you have your 20-foot long 600 amp 2-gauge cable. You also have your color-coded clamps. So you have your black for your negative and you have your red for your positive. Taking a look at the design of the clamps, notice how it's angled towards the end, which makes it easier to clamp onto your battery. Also with these clamps, even though I have small hands, I've had no issue at all with opening and closing these clamps, which are awesome. Even though it is easier to open than other clamps, you still have that spring inside, which keeps it shut. You want that spring to be strong because that way as it's on your battery, you don't want to worry about it accidentally opening and going off of your battery. So as for the construction, for the clamps, those are going to be a cast brass for your clamps, and then for your wiring, they're going to be a copper clad aluminum. So you want to make sure that it's not solid aluminum because that's not going to give you as good enough of a gauge, so that copper is going to help you out, get you that power. Whenever I use jumper cables, I usually worry about accidentally touching that metal, so it's nice to see that this is completely encased with that insulation. That way I don't have to worry about accidentally getting in contact with that, and I can use this clamp safely. So we took a look at those features, but let's see how they actually work and how those design features help out with the actual jumping process with our two work trucks. So as we hook it up to our cable, notice how we have that angled clamp. So that's going to be great because then it makes it easier just to connect that. As you can see, our battery is on the other side of where we have our other work truck parked, and that's okay because we do have a 20-foot long cable. So even if you are in a awkward position with your vehicle, you have the length to still reach the other battery. Here we are on our live battery, and it has a slightly different design from the other battery, but it's still okay. See how well that angled clamp fits right in there. And now we hook up our negative clamp right there, and then we go to the other side to ground it. As you can see, we have two big trucks right here, so it was really nice to have that 2-gauge cable because you need that lower or technically higher gauge in order to provide enough energy to jump your battery. But once it is charged up, you can then remove your cables in the opposite order that you put them on. My final thoughts about these cables are, if you have a work truck, if you have a larger truck or vehicle and you need that extra power in order to boost yourself whenever you find yourself with a dead battery, cables with these specs are what you're going to want inside of your vehicle when that happens. You want to make sure you have enough gauge, you have enough power, and you have enough length for your sticky situations. Now, even if you don't have a work truck or if you have other vehicles other than your work truck, these are still perfectly fine since they do have all the energy that you need. So it's better to have more than too little. And that was a look here at our Bulldog Winch booster cables for your work trucks here at Etrailer. My name is Evangeline, and I hope you enjoyed the journey.